Sup shitters, my name's Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're checking out a single by an artist named Bitter Almonds titled Mirror. Without further ado, we're going to listen to Mirror by Bitter Almonds. I think I said almonds before, almonds. How do you pronounce almonds? And without further ado, let's hear what we think. And from the start, and go.
What's the use of being self-assured when the biggest pleasures come from surprise? Cause I'll keep making my throat sore and thinking about you with a new sunrise. I wanna meet you again.
Cool. Before we continue any further, I'm loving the panning of the different instruments. I think it helps the guitar stand out on the left. That kind of instrument there, like, it accompanies the vocals well in the center of the stereo field, and I'm glad there was a bit of space on the right for like the drums to come in and just sort of like break in and sort of like start a ride. It's good. Cool, man.
I never tell you beauty without a rhyme. Just let me take you down, cause I've been there for a while. Looking back, I don't know how I'm still alive.
Damn, man. Sure. So that was what was going to be in the right side. So you've got the kind of acoustic guitar on the left, and then you've got the arpeggiated kind of lead stuff happening on the right. Dope. And that was a pretty solid hook as well. I'm loving how he rose up for that hook to kind of stand out and make it distinct from the verse section. Clever. And it sounds effortless for him. Very, very good technique. I love the style of vocals on display here, and how clean that eye arranges. Oh, nice offbeat rhythm with the guitar rhythm. Never let yourself believe drain, cause in the end that's the light she dims. But if I could only hold you for some time, I'd make it as precious as it used to be. What's the use of hiding all our crimes? Interesting way to end the verse. Interesting way to end the second verse, because that does... it creates a lot of tension, doesn't it? It's like sort of an artificial tension that kind of allows for like a subtle rise into that hook. Patrizio Milion, circa 2017. This is a few years ago. Those arpeggios on the right are really gorgeous. Oh, guitar solo. Nicely placed in the mix. Oh, damn, man. Now, what I liked about that solo, sorry to kind of interrupt the beginning of the next vocal section, but what I liked about that solo is it communicated what it needed to, short and sweet. It was self-aware about the fact it was a 3-minute 20 song. Came in, went out, very classy. Very classy guitar solo right there. Well done on that. Oh, got that. Oh, we got a bit of vocal sizzle on there, nice. A little bit of extra edge for that final outro chorus. The drum mixing is pretty solid as well. Oh. What is that specific one? Is that like... what is that sound? What is that instrument? I'm racking my brains at the moment trying to figure out what the instrument that is, but it isn't coming to me. I know I've heard it before. Just sometimes I'll know the instrument, but I won't remember the name of it. You know what I mean? Do you ever get that? When like... it's a bit awkward when you're being sort of like, when you're like reviewing music, you should just know. But I've just lost the name of that specific instrument for this review. So I dig it though. I think it's a really nice extra bit of color in this. The bass, the guitar, or the rhythm guitar, like the acoustic, and the drums are very much kind of in the same sort of realm of frequencies. The lead guitar is pitched up a bit higher, which is fine because it needs to be. You got that wow, which is kind of very angelic. It kind of suits the sort of the tone of the vocals and the lead guitar really well, which means that that outro sort of flows seamlessly. I would just assume that'd be like a synth pad or something like that, wouldn't it? I could be wrong. It could be like an organ or something like that with a slow attack. But yeah, that was Mirror by Bitter Almonds. I'm just going to have a quick listen through so I can just see if I've missed anything in the track. Like with lyrics like, whilst used to hiding all our crimes, I could hold you the way I used to. Mirror my old friend. What's that chorus line? Now, I can't tell if he's saying me or you, or whether it's both. Because that could be clever, like if you had me and you kind of being combined, because you see yourself in the mirror, but you're also talking to yourself in the mirror. I assume that Bitter Almonds is talking about like a lost lover or like an ex or something like that he wishes he could redo stuff over with. And when he looks at himself, he's like, what happened? You know, what went wrong? How, you know, I wish I could go back again and meet you for that first time and we could redo things and things could be okay again. That's my best take on what's sort of happening in this track. You know, things, not so great things were done, mistakes were made, and there's just, there's a wish for a second chance to kind of be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, I'm actually okay with how this time went. But unfortunately in life, of course, there's not often a chance to redo stuff, and so we've just got to unfortunately look at ourselves in the mirror and go, I guess we just got to do better next time. An almost kind of bittersweet melancholic kind of track from Bitter Almonds. I personally really enjoyed the instrumentation and the songwriting. It was very much on point. The sequencing was very nice. There was a clear distinction between the verse and chorus bits. That guitar solo was pretty dope. I love the intro and outro as well. Like, wow, was a nice color on top of everything. The stereo field was explored with the different instruments being panned in different parts. And while I wouldn't usually personally recommend like always having one guitar and another different guitar like that, you know, personally I would typically go for like stereo panning or double taking guitar parts just so that you had like layers on both ends of the stereo field. A, this isn't my music. B, this sounds pretty dope as it is. And C, it's okay to try different things than, you know, other people. And I respect that. So well done to Bitter Almonds for playing around with different ideas. And I guess as a final sort of note, the vocals were stellar. There was a reasonable accent involved there. And I had to sort of make sure I was really listening closely to understand everything that was said. But that wasn't because it was difficult to understand necessarily. There was just a lot of mystery surrounding the track and what was being talked about. It wasn't like blatantly in your face, literal. It was like, you know, there's a bit of wordplay going on there, and I think that's incredibly clever. So well done to Bitter Almonds for that. And just going from lows to highs like that nice and seamlessly was very impressive. But that's my review of Bitter Almonds by... Sorry, review of Bitter Almonds. This is my review of Mirror by Bitter Almonds. I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing almonds correctly. I feel like I'm having a crisis right now. Thank you for watching this review. Please do check out Bitter Almonds on Spotify. This track was released a few years ago now, but I'm sure that he's done other stuff since then. An incredibly talented individual. Stay safe, stay cool. Please remember to support your local artists and musicians at this point in time. I need all the help they can get with all the crazy stuff going on. And I'll catch you next review. Spider hands out.